What's up guys, your girl Luca here, and today is all about PlayStation. So GQ magazine released an interview they had with Jim Ryan where he covered a variety of topics, one of them being something that we've already known for a while. But before we get into that, if I could ask you guys to please hit the like button, it would be much appreciated and it helps the channel. Okay, let's go. Now I personally think Jim Ryan's a funny guy in the sense that he tends to switch things up. The "we believe in generations" conversation comes to mind. But outside of that, Jim answers some burning questions such as, hey, when are people gonna be able to buy a PlayStation 5? Like, we're really struggling out here, man. My homies are sacrificing the pagan gods to get one. Scalpers are scalping all over the place, man. It's looking rough out here. One of my dudes hit me up like, Luca, I had to bite the bullet, man. I had to bite the bullet. I spent $800 on that PlayStation 5. I'm like, oh, that FOMO is real. Unfortunately, Jim doesn't really give a definitive answer. All he can say is that they're working as hard as they can to produce more. And they've sold 4.5 million PS5s since the end of December of last year, which is very impressive. But with everything going on with the vid situation and the demand for the PlayStation 5 being super high, they've been struggling a bit, though they are quote-unquote relentless in terms of trying to increase production. And shout out to this interviewer. He was like, listen, can I get a definitive answer, please? They're like, listen, just to be clear, there's no date on it. You're doing your best and it will happen when it happens. Is that all you got for me, Chief? Unfortunately, Jim remains pretty tight-lipped about it. Thankfully, it seems like Returnal, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, and Horizon Forbidden West are on the way for 2021. Gran Turismo 7 is going to be pushed back to 2022, and VR fans will be getting a new VR headset for PlayStation. Oh, now let's get to the juicy bits of the interview. So like I stated earlier in the video, at least one of these topics is something that we've known about for a while now, and that's former PlayStation exclusives releasing on the PC. This is how the interviewer phrased the question. So, releasing PlayStation games on PC was something that Sony PlayStation held back on for a long time. Now it sounds like you're very much on that bandwagon. What changed? And really, it seems to come down to, you guessed it, money and the opportunity to introduce these amazing games to more gamers. This is what Jim Ryan had to say exactly. There's an opportunity to expose those great games to a wider audience and recognize the economics of game development, which are not always straightforward. The cost of making games goes up with each cycle as the caliber of the IP has improved. Also, our ease of making it available to non-console owners has grown. So it's a fairly straightforward decision for us to make. The interviewer then asks about Horizon Zero Dawn, which released on PC in August last year, and Jim Ryan says that they assessed the exercise in two ways. Firstly, in terms of the straightforward success of the activity of publishing the game on PC. People liked it and they bought it. They also looked at it through the lens of what the PlayStation community thought about it. There was no massive adverse reaction to it, supposedly, allegedly. Maybe we should go with the word massive. I guess that's a clear distinction there. Anyway, he ends with saying they will continue to take mission steps in that direction. So yeah, man, more games on PC. That's awesome. I think it makes sense in the long run, and I don't think it's that big of a deal personally. It's kind of like they can have their cake and eat it too, or however that saying goes, whatever. But it's more like they come out with these titles exclusive on PlayStation 5 first, maybe it'll be on PlayStation 4. As you know, Jim Ryan believes in cross-gen. They get their initial sales from that, and then they kind of revitalize the IP by releasing it on PC 2 years later, and then they get more money too. So yeah, makes perfect sense to me. Okay, but to cap off this video, PlayStation Plus seems like it's doing well, and Days Gone will be the next IP that will be going to PC. Overall, great interview with Jim Ryan by Robert Liedman. Once again, I commend him for being very firm on the questions he asked, and I'm really interested to see where we go from here. Okay guys, that's it for me. Let me know what you think in the comment section below about games on PlayStation going to PC. Are you okay with this? Are you not okay with this? Doesn't matter. However it is you feel, let me know and let's talk about it. In the meantime, peace!